Good morning, my name is Andreas and I work as professional video producer and social media consultant. In this tutorial we're going to take a look at some of the power tricks that I personally use for working with TradingView, Poloniex and Coinigy. So in one of my previous tutorials I mentioned how I'm using the drawing tools like the price range, for example, if I want to figure out how much gain a certain trade made or how much potential gain it could have made. But I also found another tool that is quite handy that is called the measure tool. The measure tool has one downside though. First of all, I explain how it works. So if you want to use the measure tool, you just hold shift and then click on the chart. And then you see that you also get this pop over here and a rectangle that basically tells you like the percentage gain or loss, but also the time frame that you selected. The downside is once you clicked again, it stays on the screen, but if you click again, it disappears. So this is the main downside of using one of the drawings, because the drawings stay permanently on your chart. Now that we're talking about clicking on the chart, you may have realized that sometimes if you work with the chart, sometimes all your indicators just disappear. And then when you add your indicator back in, let's say the MACD, now you all of a sudden have two of your MACDs. It's actually pretty simple. If you double click the chart, so you get a big view just on the candlesticks, which is the upside of double clicking the chart, by the way, all your indicators disappear. So if you happen to have this problem, just double click the chart again. Another great thing that I found is the Magnum Mode. So if I'm using the ray drawing tool, I can move around the ray as I wish, and you see it's not snapping to the candlesticks. But if we activate Magnum Mode and create a new ray, you see that as I'm getting close to the candlesticks, the drawing tool sticks to the candlesticks. So this allows you to really get a lot more precise with your drawings. So if I select this bottom of this candle, or if I want to select the bottom of this candle, it's now much more precise than it used to be. You can still move around your drawings if you are not close to the candlesticks, but if you get close to them, you see them snap to them. And this works for pretty much any drawing tool as well. As I've mentioned before, you can also favorite drawing tools. So if you happen to use the horizontal line and the vertical line a lot, you can just add them to the favorite drawing tools, pop over, and you can also rearrange the drawing tools by just clicking and dragging. You also see that some of the drawing tools have shortcuts assigned to them. So if you want to quickly draw a horizontal line or a vertical line, you can just press its shortcut, which is Alt-H and Alt-V. You may find some of the shortcuts in the wiki or in the settings menu. The shortcuts are actually the same on Windows and Mac. So Alt-H is Alt-H on Windows as well. To undo, you can press Ctrl-Z. This is actually also the same as on Windows. And you also find the buttons for undo and redo here on the top. You can not only favorite drawing tools, you can also favorite candlestick timeframes. If you view the time frame menu, you see a little star appear as you scroll down the list. These timeframes will appear on the top when you add them as a favorite, basically. Another great thing for the drawings is you can hide individual drawings. you can hide them altogether by just right-clicking on them and select hide. Another great thing is if you view, let's say, the daily chart and the hourly chart and the minute chart regularly, you can make certain drawings only appear on the daily chart and the minute chart. You do that by right-clicking on a drawing, select Format, and then go to the Visibility tab. Here you can select, I don't want this to appear in the minute chart, I don't want to have this appear in the hour chart, but in the day, week, and month charts. So you actually saw it disappeared when I go up to the daily chart. The drawing now reappears. To view these hidden elements or drawings, as they are called on TradingView, you can use the objects tree. The objects tree is also a nice place, I think, to look at when your chart is getting a little slow, let's just say. Just click this menu, this button down here, sorry, but you can also right-click on the chart and select the object tree here as well. This tells you a list, or this gives you a list of all the charts that you have in your watch list, with drawings, I should say. And here you can see that the horizontal line that we have hidden now appears as a grayed out entry. We can remove individual entries, and we can go to the format settings of this particular entry here as well. I couldn't actually figure out how to unhide these elements, but I am in touch with the TradingView guys to tell me. While we're here, what you can also do with drawings as well, you can add alerts for drawings. But if you're using the free version of TradingView, remember that you can only have one server-side alert. Another great thing that I like here on TradingView is you can have strategies. Strategies are basically programmed in strategies that you can also write yourself, by the way. For example, there's a MACD strategy. When I add this to the chart, it now takes a while. The strategy tester pops up. You can, as I said, you can write these by yourself. And if you want to remove the strategy tester, just click on the tab down there. What the MACD strategy, for example, adds are buy and sell arrows that you can use to indicate when it is a good time to buy into something and when it is a good time to sell. So, for example, the up arrow is always a buy order, and the down arrows is a sell order. So let's see. So in this particular case, it told us to buy in at this point and sell at this point. And if we would have done that, we would have gained 2.3%. So actually quite a nice gain. It also works the other way around, obviously. So sometimes the MACD indicates to buy at a higher point, and then the chart goes down. And in this case, we would have lost only 1%. So it's actually quite handy. But actually, I wouldn't recommend basing your entire trading strategy just on something computer generated. So let's remove this guy. One other thing that I found is I'm using the volume chart here on TradingView, and I found it to be a little too transparent for my taste. You can adjust how these indicators and also the chart is displayed by going to the Format menu again. And in here, for example, you can tell TradingView how to display the volume charts, make them less transparent, for example. Some people, like people who record videos for YouTube, sometimes need to have a separate setting for drawings as they want to share ideas with the world. You can view or create new chart layouts up here. This opens a new tab in your browser. And when the chart loads, this is now a new, totally separate chart where you can draw stuff on and use totally separate from your normal chart. And this is quite handy if you happen to, let's say, record videos, as I just said. If you want to share a screenshot of your current idiom, click on the little camera symbol down here, but you can also share the entire chart as well by publishing an idea. Last but not least, if you're lost or just want to get in TradingView a lot more, you can access the help and wiki pages down here. For example, what I really liked is how they explain how the depth of market view works. And here you can view how, for example, how the order book works, what it tells you, and that sort of stuff. For Poloniex, I don't have actually a lot of tips for you guys, but as we all know, Poloniex is a huge lag fest. This site is so slow, but one thing that I figured out is when you click the buy, sell, and stop limit text boxes, you can jump around through them with tab and shift tab. So tab goes forward and shift tab goes backward. You may already know that because it's actually the same on pretty much any site. But what I figured out is new to me, at least. You can, let's say, something really, really low. You can add new sell orders here. When you're still in this text box, just press return. And then when you press return again, when this pop-up appears, it would actually execute your buy orders and sell orders. So this is a little bit faster than just clicking and clicking here, clicking here, clicking here, clicking here, and then clicking here. So you would just type tab, type again, and then return, and then it's done. So this I found is much faster than just using it naked. Another thing, speaking of lag, if you want to throttle the updates here, I found this also helps a little with the speed. You can go as low as 5 seconds. Normally, I just throttle this, throttle the updates to 3 seconds. This basically updates the sell and buy orders only in 3-second intervals. So last but not least, I want to show you Coinigy. Coinigy is a paid service, but it has quite a lot of potential, I feel like. It's currently in some of the beta still, I think. What you can do here is you can trade and view charts on different exchanges. So for example, you can scroll down this list and PLNX is Poloniex, and you can view all the coins that are available on Poloniex here. You can filter the list and then view the chart here. As you see, Coinigy uses the TradingView charts, drawing tools, and you have access to all the indicators that you used to have on TradingView as well. But remember that if you're using the free version of Coinigy, these indicators don't stay permanent. So whenever you reload the chart, you have to re-add your indicators. This is a small downside because one of the big advantages of Coinigy is that you can also trade from Coinigy. They support all these markets here on the right. So if you happen to use BitTrax, for example, or Kraken, or I don't know, BTCE, what have you, you can add these under the Accounts tab. And I've added my Poloniex account here already. And you can basically add new sell and buy orders from Coinigy. Let me show you how that works. So let's say, actually you don't want to buy anything now. So let's just say I want to buy into Steam at this price point down here, okay? Then you would go ahead and enter how much of your entire account you want to use. Let's say I want to buy 0.001. And the price is, let's say, 0.00005. And you just get this nice little indicator up in the chart, which you can move around. And this helps you get really a close up at how much you want to buy in. And as you move it around, you see how much steam you get. If you really want to place this order now, just select buy now. You get asked, I want to add this order. It takes a little. And now you see that this order has been placed. And if you go back to Poloniex, you now see a new buy order in the open orders list. You can also cancel individual orders, then just select yes, and the order is gone. And when you get this popover down here, it's also removed from Poloniex. Coinigy also views open orders. You can't actually edit orders. This would be nice to do, but you can also add, for example, stop limit orders here as well. The way you do this is you need to go to the Accounts tab and add the API keys, for example, for Poloniex here in order to be able to trade from Coinigy. I offer you to help you getting that set up because it's actually not that easy. I charge a fee though. It is 0.0149 for about 15 minutes of my time or one exchange. So if you have trouble getting any of these set up, you can tell me in the comments and we figure something out. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on the power tricks for Poloniex, TradingView and Coinigy. Until next time, take care. Bye.